All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series, and welcome to WorldCAR in general. I'm your owner and commissioner, Yugoslav Pony25, otherwise known by different aliases. I am here right now for the Rheem 400 here at Rockingham with, I believe, our co-commentator, who should be arriving shortly. We do apologize if he runs into the studio and barges in late, like he's missing something, but he's all
Yeah,
right
I'm sorry
here.
about that.
All right, welcome, DJ. Don't worry, just lock the door behind you. You'll be fine. What do you think about this big track, Rockingham, DJ?
Honestly, with the way that the track was remodeled, almost a couple years ago, I'm thinking there's going to be some great racing. It's multi-groove. The banking is very treacherous. These guys, they're going to be wanting to run the outside around like 50 laps in because that rubber starts to build up. So it's going to be intense, but it's going to be a game of cat and mouse. And also, it's going to come down to fuel strategy because we know sometimes these guys, even though they don't like passing, they're always going to be looking out for their fuel. So I'm about 90% certain this may come down to a fuel strategy race.
Oh, yes, indeed. And let's get this starting grid underway. Starting in row number 1, we have the pole setter Kurt Busch, and alongside him is a new driver. Well,
Lionel
he's not
Messi.
really a driver. That would be Lionel Messi from Argentina. Yes, the Argentine government did fund some money and pour this money into this race team, so they will attempt this race today. In row number 2, we have Greg Biffle, one of the Guardian Angels, and alongside him is Ryan Newman in the number 02. And in the next row, we have Brendan Gaughan in the 66 subbing in for an injured Timmy Hill, and Paul Menard right next to him.
In row number
And in
4, we have Austin Green and also Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the outside. Dale Jr. obviously has not ran this track since 2004, I believe, so this is going to be interesting to see what Dale Jr. could do, the old veteran. Next row, we have AJ Allmendinger, and we also have Denny Hamlin in the progressive number 11 for FCY Joe Gibbs Racing.
And in the next row, we have Matt Kenseth in the number 60 Dollar General Ford, and alongside him is Mark Martin in the 06. And in the next row, we've got two Roush Keselowski Fords, that being teammates Carl Edwards and, ironically, Brad Keselowski.
Wow, interesting. Next row, we have the 88,
This
I
is
believe.
Meep, and he is the
Meep
points
Anton.
leader.
Meep
No,
Anton, the
Anton.
points leader.
Anton.
And
He goes by
alongside
Anton
him,
now.
Anton, okay. And then in the next row, the next car ahead of him, the number 1, a Kerry Earnhardt, was fastest, I believe, in one of the practice sessions, but didn't get the qualifying result he wanted. Next row, we have the 42 of Spooky, and alongside him is the number 12.
That is Kyle Steckley. Kyle Steckley in the 40.
Okay, Kyle Steckley, and alongside him in the number 12 is Ryan Blaney in the Dodge.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I get the confusion because Spooky and Kyle Steckley are both Canadian. And in this next row, we've got Jeff Gordon in the number 24 Exalta Chevy. And alongside him is Corey Hyman, the number 19 Bass Pro Shops Toyota. And in the next row, we've got Rusty Walls, the defending champion here in WorldCAR. And alongside him is Alex Bowman making a one-off start here at Rockingham.
And the next row, we have the 38 of Elliott Sadler driving that number 38 Snickers peanut butter car. And alongside him is the 55 of JJ Illian, another fast driver in practice, just never got the result he wanted. And then the next row, we have the number 7 of Rainbow Dash. Very interesting car, but it is Pride Month. And we're going to take this car regardless. And alongside her is the number 5 of Kyle Larson. In the next row, we have, I believe that is James Busher in the 17, the cousin of Chris Busher, who was supposed to be driving that car, but James
No, he's in a different car. He's in a different car.
And alongside him is the number 90 of Tony Stewart. Interesting car indeed.
All right, and then the next row we have two solid Fords here. The number 26 of Jamie McMurray, and alongside him is David Reagan in the 88. And then the next we've got two veterans here, Jimmy Johnson, the number 48 Lowe's Chevy, and Chase Elliott in the number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevy. And then the next row we've got Rowdy, KFB, Kyle Busch, and the number 77 NOS Energy Drink Chevy, a Guardian Angel. And alongside him, that is Chris Busher in the number 28 Texaco Javelin Ford.
That was a little mix up there. In the next row we have the 29 of 98 of Keelan Harvick.
Oh, that's Kevin Harvick. That's Kevin Harvick.
Oh, Kevin Harvick. Okay. The 98 of Kevin Harvick. His son's number, but currently he is driving in the Cars Model Tour. And alongside him is the number 91 Trackhouse Project 91 of Pomni, making her first start in that 91 car. In the next row, we have the 34 of Michael McDowell, and alongside him, the 35 of Riley Herbst.
And in the next row, we've got Daytona champion William Byron, and alongside him is the Biggie, Dale Earnhardt Sr. And in the last row, we've got GT Autosport's first ever World car, that being the number 84 of Andres Perez. And then the last car here is Christopher Bell in the number 20 DeWalt Toyota.
Well, that is your starting lineup as we're going to get this race rolling. Kurt Busch, Lionel
yes.
Messi is going to lead the front row, and I'm pretty sure this race will be interesting. We will definitely keep a lookout on, I would say keep an eye out on Ford because, they have already locked out basically the top 3 rows. So I'm looking to see some speed from Ford and also from that O2 of Ryan Newman because, well, Maple, what do you got on Ryan Newman? Because he did talk to you earlier today about how
yes,
he was
indeed.
feeling.
Ryan Newman, he was one of the solid contenders, I believe, for the championship. He is currently ranked, I believe, 13th in points. He needs a good weekend like this in order to vault himself even further up. He's currently in the chase for now, but he needs a net of safety right behind him. And of course, there's also a bunch of other cars here. Of course, let's talk about this race right here. 106 laps. It's going to be a lot of feisty chaos. We had chaos in the World Car ARCA race. We had chaos in the World Car Truck race. We had chaos in the World Car Orion race. And as the pace car goes on in, who's ready for another bountiful of chaos? This time in the World Car CINAR Cup Series, the Rheem 400 in Rockingham is on!
Oh, Kurt Busch got that restart. Lionel Messi did not get the start he wanted. Kurt Busch is going to clear him down into turn 1 by about a country mile. Greg Biffle looking to move on Lionel Messi. Now he's going to need to find some speed on the outside if he wants to keep that second position. But the Fords are already trying to pass Lionel Messi. Toyota is just not good on the startup. But hopefully as the race goes on, we see some speed from Lionel Messi. But right now, Lionel Messi has fallen down to 4th. Greg Biffle catching Kurt Busch right now. He's going to try to pass him on the outside right here. Busch is going to go to the outside. He's going to try. Oh, there's that. Oh, that's a good corner there by Kurt Busch. Got a little bit of grip there. Greg Biffle not able to capitalize on the outside move. We got cars in the wall back there.
That's going to be normal throughout this race, DJ. Those are called the Rockingham Stripe. We had those in all 3 of the series leading into this race, so therefore we knew that was going to be a concern, and that provides most of the chaos here at Rockingham, whereas, of course, Rockingham in World Car is a more chaotic track than, say, any other track on the schedule, including Daytona, so we're going to see a bountiful bunch of chaos right there. Mark Martin in the wall back there, but nothing so far egregious as Kurt Busch continues to pull away here at Rockingham.
Well, this track is already built by SMI, who also build more tracks, including the PJ1, aka we could see the PJ1 at tracks like Texas, Bristol, you name it. So this is another track I was not surprised about people using the PJ1, but so far it seems like with the less amount of grip that we've had on the outside, even though, we ran the previous races here at Rockingham, and the fact that it took the cleanup crew almost a couple hours to repave it, I'm still shocked to see how many people have used that PJ1 and it's somehow working for them. As you say right there, AJ Allmendinger under attack from Jeff Gordon right there, trying to make that outside lane work.
Holds him off for the time being. Yes, indeed. And of course, let me just briefly explain what's going on here, why AJ running in the top 10 is kind of a miracle. Because Team Penske and Kaulig, they were not really running pretty well in all the World Car divisions. I mean, Dodge as a whole felt off in the first half, and of course, because of that, the team owners recently sued the sport, which is not really good, but considering their cars early on are being in the top 10, I'm not so sure. Maybe Dodge found something, maybe they might have smelt something there. As you can see, Ryan Newman, Rusty Wallace, they're both knocking on that door of the top 10, so we'll see what can happen here at Rockingham.
Kurt Busch already pulling off to a huge lead over Greg Biffle. Biffle's going to need to find something soon because he's under attack from the 66 of Brendan Gong. Oh, we got some cars sliding down the back straightaway. But Brendan Gong and Austin Green, how about Austin Green in 4th trying to catch up to Brendan Gong? I feel like Austin Green may have the fastest
And as
Chevy
we enter into
race.
the next lap, we remember Kyle Busch. All right, as we are back right here, speaking of Guardian Angels, here comes Brendan Gaughan to the inside of Greg Biffle for 2nd.
Yeah, during the salute lap, obviously Greg Biffle has been struggling on that grip level on the outside. You can see it right there. Austin Green to power around the inside of Greg Biffle for 3rd. That is just an example of for 4th, and that is just for 3rd. That's just an example of Biffle trying to lay down more rubber, and it's not actually going to be working out for him, because then that's just going to help the other teams, think about, hey, let's just use this outside grip to our advantage, because someone already laid down all the rubber that we need to, get that grip. So obviously Greg Biffle had a disadvantage, but hopefully as the race goes on, he could get better. As speaking of that, the 86 of Meep Anton
Yeah,
steadily
Anton.
climbing through the field
Yeah, the
in the
points
top
leader
five.
knows how to be consistent here, especially in the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series, and especially since that win at Las Vegas, he's been pretty much the most consistent driver all season long. Looks to probably be a huge contender for the championship. We saw this last season too, early on when Me Banton, I believe, won at this very racetrack right here. This might be his strongest racetrack yet, so to see him running top 5 is not really much of a surprise, but it is definitely helpful to accumulate points heading into the chase, especially considering Meep Anton might be a contender come the final races of the season, as right now we have a tremendous battle for second here between Brendan Gaughan and Austin Green.
Yeah, Austin Green obviously got past Brendan Gong, I believe, the previous lap, but because Brendan Gong has a Biffle's in the wall back there, we're not going to have any caution for that. But yeah, it's side-by-side battle. You see Austin Green. Oh, he's running way wide right there. That's just not going to help, because there's literally no rubber laid down that high. So Brendan Gong's going to take that to his advantage and clear Austin Green. But so far, the young rookie showing some potential, showing actually some good speed here at Rockingham. I believe if this keeps on during the race and his pitch strategy goes his way, he might actually be a contender to win this race.
Oh yes, indeed, and not to mention, this is even more surprise. He DNQ'd the last 2 Orion races that he was supposed to make, and I believe he was going into this, not really everyone had much expectations for the 82 team because they weren't really having a good streak of qualifying on races. I mean, Pinnacle as a whole does not really have a great Orion group. And as for the Cup group, they're starting to figure out stuff. Maybe this can help Austin Green make more races, potentially land him a full-time ride by the time Season 3 comes around. So far, Austin Green looking really impressive. Once again, back on the inside of Brendan Gaughan for second.
Yeah, Brendan Gong obviously trying to shave off some rubber on the outside right there. You see the tires are already getting warmed up on these guys. It's already lap 16, and I'm feeling that these cars are already going to already laid enough rubber for these guys, to think about what they want to do with that outside groove. Do they want to use it this early, or do they want to wait a little bit until the pit strategy comes in? As we see right now, Jeff Gordon climbing his way into the top 5, got past Meep Anton. Kyle Stickley also trying to get past Meep as well. Gordon going to go to the inside of Biffle. Biffle struggling with the car. Maple, you got any insider on Biffle's car right now?
Well, I believe it might be very, very loose considering we saw him hit the wall back there on the back straightaway again. So Biffle might not have his car set up, prepared for the Rockingham stripes. So his car is definitely going to have, see, Brendan Gaughan right there, I don't think I was also prepared. You're going to see a lot of those drivers take home the Rockingham stripe here, especially at the very racetrack. Carl Edwards now taking advantage, now into the top 10, and AJ Allmendinger looking to do the same thing as we enter lap number 8. Now lap 19. As right now we have a car down pit road. That is a JJ Yaley. Oh boy.
I don't know. It looks like a scheduled pit stop, but this is very early, and I don't know what the team's call is, but who knows? Maybe there's something that we don't know, but honestly, with the way race is going, with long green flag runs, I don't know what's going to happen. As Kurt Busch, ooh yeah, maybe some contact with the wall, maybe.
But the problem is though is that Greg Biffle I think also's got that damage. So if he were to come down pit road, I wouldn't be surprised. But the fact that the 55 team came down super early means there might be something wrong with the car. Oh, and I believe we got a 3-car wreck. That's Dylan Jr., Brad Keselowski, Tony Stewart caught up in this one. And he gets scored again by Kerry.
Another piece. And the caution is out. And that might be really lucky for JJ Yaley. That is actually lucky for JJ Yaley.
Tony Stewart sitting right there in the middle of...
There's no way that caution came out just for JJ Yaley. Wow.
No, that came out for much more, I hope. If not, then I'm going to be very, very concerned about JJ Yaley. Let's take a look at what happened here.
No, I'm saying it's lucky for JJ Yaley because he just pit. Oh, Junior got loose. Oh, Rainbow! I think he made Rainbow Dash got in the wall. Junior had nothing to do, and then
No, he got
came
loose
back
and then
up
got into
into
Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski. Oh, he turned him.
Holy Harvick! Oh,
Oh,
stack up
oh,
back there.
Tony Stewart.
Tony was just unlucky.
So
Herbst
going
and I
back to
believe
that,
another car back there were both very lucky. Let's go on
yeah,
board
look
of
at
Tony
Tony.
Stewart here.
Yeah, Tony, just an innocent bystander. You see right here, he's running his
All right,
line.
we're good.
We're I
Good.
don't know if he sees Junior getting loose up
All
ahead, but
right. Wrecking,
if he,
go low, 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 low.
oh yeah,
We
that's just
caught it.
not unlucky.
Mother.
I mean, I
We
want to
got hit
go back to
again.
what happened with Junior because
No
I'm
truck,
not sure if
please.
that was even on Junior's fault because what I did see was that Rainbow Dash, I believe, I'm not sure if Rainbow Dash went a little too wide in the turn one. Let's see. Yeah, she was running her line. Maybe she got a little bit too much out of the groove, and then Junior just had nothing to do. Keselowski comes in. They just get locked together. Yeah, that's not on
Yep.
Keselowski's fault. They just got locked together, and then Kerry
Doesn't
Earnhardt,
look like
nothing to
they have
do. Tony
much
Stewart involved.
damage. Don't.
And
And DJ, I would like to point out that unless if you're Tony Stewart, I don't think Junior nor Keselowski got much damage from that as we see cars now heading down pit road. I think Austin Green might have won the
nope.
race off pit road. Let's take a look
Let's see.
again.
Oh my, that might if
No,
no,
that
Kurt
was
Busch
Kurt
did.
Busch. So let's see the
If that
winner off
happened,
pit road.
Austin
That was
Green may be the fastest rookie all time on pit road specifically. If he were to beat Kurt Busch.
yeah, fair enough. As you can see, the amount of cars exiting pit road, meaning all those guys got repairs done.
So
They
the
got
first caution of the day comes out. Rainbow Dash got a little too wide out of the groove, got into Junior, and then caused a multi-car pileup. So the first caution here at Rockingham for the Rheem 400 live
that puts
on
Tony
the
Stewart out of the
broadcasting.
race. Ouch.
Yep, Tony Stewart, unfortunate end to his day. But yeah, the first caution live here on C Broadcasting Group. Boys, it's getting a little C Sports. Oh my,
Yeah,
C.
you're good.
I just call it C Broadcasting Group because I just know that I kind of know the name, but I guess C Sports is. But then you guys changed to C Sports. Okay.
Anyways, so that first caution did change up a little bit with the top 10 order. AJ Allmendinger getting a few spots off of pit road ahead of Jeff Gordon, ahead of, how about an attaboy for Kyle Steckley, Scott Steckley's son. I believe Scott Steckley is a legend in the NASCAR Canada series in real life, but here Scott Steckley's son, Kyle Steckley, who in real life is kind of a late model driver these days. I think he raced a couple of real life ARCA races. Kyle Steckley looking very impressive here in World Car competition, especially at Rockingham. But he has to fend off. He has to pass guys like Jeff Gordon and Meep Anton and even Kurt Busch, who are strong contenders for this race. As we can see, the lap cars going on the inside.
I think he's up for it. Yep, there's the lap cars, JJ Yeley and Kerry Earnhardt. Obviously, they did. Oh my God! Look at the damage on Kerry Earnhardt. Jesus.
He just has no hood and no front bumper anymore.
That crash may have just ended his. It looked like it just ruined his aerodynamics. So this is going to be trouble for the
Yikes.
number one. But anyways, coming to the green flag this time by, it is Kurt Busch, Austin Green 1-2. Austin Green looks like he may have a car to beat Kurt Busch. But don't keep an eye out on Brendan Gaughan or Meep Anton because Meep Anton could sneak out of nowhere and possibly steal the lead if all goes right for him on this restart. Here we go.
Kurt back down pit road.
Time this restart correctly.
All right,
And
ready.
We
and
are
back to the gas they go.
Oh, Anton moving to the outside of Brendan Gaughan, trying to make the pass.
He's going way too high there. That's not good at all.
Wide. Oh, he is way out of the groove.
He is going way too close to that wall. Yeah, and he just gets the Rockingham stripe just like that. And AJ Allmendinger now passes for fourth. And the Dodges, like I said, the Dodges weren't really fast here at Rockingham. So the fact that AJ Allmendinger immediately now up in the fourth could provide some great solitude for Team Penske and that whole team. As Jeff Gordon, I believe, now battling the number 86 car over there. Because I believe these battles are bound to form. Oh,
Austin Green got a good run off of turn two. He's going to be on the inside of Kurt Busch. Does he make the move? He's got to have Kurt Busch washed out. He's got to have him make it go wide. Because I feel like Austin Green may have a faster car, but I'm not sure if Kurt Busch is going to tolerate that. He knows what he needs to do. Gonna run the PJ1 line. Austin Green not a great corner, but still close enough.
Allmendinger now, I believe he's going to be passing for third. Oh, wait, no, he's going way down low on the racetrack. Oh,
Looks
I
like
thought he was going to pit. That was really low on the racetrack for AJ Allmendinger. I don't know what set they put in, but it doesn't seem to suit the Dodge number 22 Pennzoil as of right now. But he's still hanging on to fourth as Jeff Gordon, as I mentioned that. He's trying to go to the inside, but I don't think it's going to work here. Never mind, it will.
Oh, here we
Will it?
go. Meep Anson trying to make into the conversation. Gonna try to pass Allmendinger on the inside and then try to get by Gordon. I believe Meep will get by Allmendinger
now.
right here. Oh, not yet. Allmendinger running way to the outside. Not gonna do it. Meep Anson's still gonna clear by a little bit. He's gonna clear going into 3.
Yeah, because that's the momentum trajectories here at Rockingham. Considering if you're like high in turns 3 and 4, and you're just slightly ahead of the car on the bottom, you might as well just brake because that lane right there is super overpowered in the turns, especially as Jeff Gordon now up in the 4th. Meep Anton still now in the top 5 now. As we got a battle here between AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Steckley, and how about Matt Kenseth in the mix?
Yeah, Matt Kenseth in that Roush car looking very strong early in the going, and Ryan Blaney as well. Haven't talked about Ryan Blaney.
And remember, Matt Kenseth right now is the last car in the chase as of right now. But we'll see if Matt Kenseth can hang on over the next couple of races, considering the guy who is quite literally behind him both in the points and in this race is Ryan Blaney in the 12. And right now, he's hanging on for dear life at this very moment.
Looking very strong right now. And that number 60, and Ryan Blaney also. Elliott Sadler also in the top 10, but he's under attack right now.
From James Busher.
James Busher right there.
Nope.
Not going to get there in time. Elliott Sadler still clear by about a couple car lengths.
And then there's AJ Allmendinger getting by the lap car. That's what he needs to do, get more spots right now, as I believe the top 5 has remained a little bit unchanged for now. Don't think it's going to be that way for long. Blaney's still on the back bumper of the 60. There's going to be some sort of moves being made here. Yet William Byron, the Daytona winner, trying to get to the inside of James Busher. I think this is for the 11th position, and you got Dale Earnhardt right behind him, Bell right behind him, and I believe that's Carl Edwards right behind him. So a bunch of contenders looking early on to at least, if not be the most powerful car in this race, at least have a good engine to probably surpass the others, as right now I think Matt Kenseth nearly gets into the wall. No, he's getting held up by a lap car and JJ Yaley, and here comes Blaney. No, he doesn't want... he technically took the inside there, but that was the very, very inside. That's the bad inside. That's the inside that would want to propel you down pit road, not propel you for like another position.
That's not the line you want to run here. Rockingham is... Oh, Austin Green got in the wall a little bit, I believe. Here comes Brendan Gaughan looking for second right now. Looks like Austin Green's car is just slightly fading on the long run. It doesn't look like he has the fastest car on the long run. It looks like it's belonging to Brendan Gaughan or Jeff Gordon or even Meep Anton, because he's been keeping a close eye on these guys battling. So he's thinking of when is the time to pounce? When is the right time, to start making these passes? When's the time to go? Meep Anton slowly creeping into the top 5 as here he is right there making a move on Austin Green.
Jeff Gordon gets that spot as well. Oh, I think it will. I don't think the outside lane is the best preferred lane here. In turn 1, it might be, but in like turn number 3 and 4, no. The high side is clearly worse. Therefore, a move like this, yeah, Meep Anton just shoots right out of the cannon right there and gets the spot.
Yep, Austin Green's struggling on the long run right here.
Right now, so far so good. Kurt Busch continues to lead here at Rockingham, and honestly, this is a really good run for him considering Kurt Busch coming into this race. Let me check where he is in the points. He's currently 17th in the points, which isn't bad, but he's definitely not like forwarding into a chase contender quite yet. This would provide him all the that he would need to eventually launch himself into the chase, especially with Brendan Gaughan and Jeff Gordon now on the podium positions here, trying to hunt down Kurt Busch. But Kurt Busch, we know in real life he is a proven champion, so Kurt Busch knows how to handle the pressure into these situations. However, in WorldCAR, Kurt Busch has been sort of 50-50 driver. This could probably put him on the map here as a solid, capable, contending driver. Brendan Gaughan, he won the...
Getting close.
Yes. Oh, yeah, indeed. Brendan Gaughan won the Orion race here. Don't forget about that. And that that was in an underpowered car. So what can he do knowing that he has the same equipment that Timmy Hill has, and yet I believe he's probably going to be able to outrun what would have been Timmy Hill and that equipment, Jeff Gordon, right behind him. And then over here you have, oh, and I believe Austin Green continues to get passed, this time by AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah, just not a good run for Austin Green. Meep Anton also getting by Austin Green right there.
Yeah, I believe why Austin Green doesn't really qualify well, because I believe, like in the short term, I believe Austin Green's cars can be competitive, but in the long term, they don't. Therefore, I think there's just learning how to be competitive for the very first time. No offense to the crew chief of the 82, but they're just starting to figure stuff out here in the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series as Elliott Sadler goes right by them. And then you're going to see Matt Kenseth go by. It's not really the best situation over there at the 82 team, but it is a great situation right now for Brendan Gaughan. He's getting very close to the back bumper of Kurt Busch, and now the real question comes, is he going to make the move, or is he going to be patient for the next couple of laps? Well, honestly, if I were in Brendan Gaughan's situation, my choice would be to wait. What about yours, DJ?
Honestly, if I was Brendan Gaughan, if you feel like you have the fastest car, if you feel like, you could pass Kurt Busch for the lead, then you could go for it 100%. The only risk I would have is that you would lose valuable tires. You would lose valuable tire temperatures on those, especially on those right sides, because those right sides, they're very, very important, especially at a track like Rockingham, where the grip levels are so low, especially on the banked oval, especially on the banked turns. So I would say maybe conserve on those right side tires a little bit, but if you feel like you have the fastest car and you have a great pit strategy in mind, then go for it. But if I was Brendan Gaughan in this scenario where, Kurt Busch is slightly pulling away, just save the tires. Just save the tires. Wait for either a late caution or a perfect time to pit. That way you have the freshest tires and you have the attack.
Oh, yes, indeed. But as of right now, Kurt Busch still the leader. Jeff Gordon in third. Brendan Gaughan in second. And then you've got Meep Anton. How about Elliott Sadler? Remember, he won a race not that long ago at Auto Club. Could he be a possible contender for this race? I mean, he's running in the top 5. He could very well be that way as we are approaching the halfway point of this race. Austin Green slightly getting back into contention. AJ Allmendinger falling a little bit back, but that's only probably because he used the high side once and then fell back. But I think the same pattern's going on here. As you can see, Elliott Sadler to the inside of Meep Anton. As you can tell, that high side is just not the place to be in turn 3, because you can see Austin Green getting by. Matt Kenseth is probably going to get by. Kyle Steckley even could get by. So that high side is not the best lane here at Rockingham. As Jeff Gordon now getting by Brendan Gaughan for second. Oh, man. As of right now, I believe Jeff Gordon, right now, he's not looking like the Jeff Gordon we all came to know, right? Because Jeff Gordon, we expect him to be championship contender, a win contender even, for that matter. But here in WorldCAR, it's kind of been the opposite story. He is currently, if I check the points right now, he is currently ranked 37th in points, which is, if you know Jeff Gordon, that is not Jeff Gordon's standards. Jeff Gordon would at least be like top 10, even top 5 for that matter. But 37th right now, ugh. But this run might just turn around their whole season, make them a contender again. I mean, they were battling with Brendan Gaughan earlier, made the move and took that spot, and now Brendan Gaughan got it back. But still, Kurt Busch continues to lead. As you can see, Elliott Sadler. Let's take a look at the rest of the top 10 here. We got, I believe that's Austin Green, Meep Anton, Kyle Steckley, Matt Kenseth, AJ Allmendinger, and how about Christopher Bell making it into the top 10 for the very first time today? And yes, indeed, Christopher Bell looking like a solid contender as of right now. I mean, Christopher Bell, as of this moment, he is ranked 11th in points. He is one of the what we would call chase possible locks, but I might be wrong about that, as we have a huge battle back there. Oh, yep, there goes Kyle Steckley down pit road, and this brings me to something that could possibly happen within the next couple of laps, which is green flag pit stops, considering Kyle Steckley came down pit road. Now the question is, who's next? As right now, Kurt Busch leading down the back straightaway, and And not gonna lie, whenever we had these green flag pit stops, something always manages to happen during them that could change the outcome of the race. I mean, Brendan Gaughan, he was, I believe, a lucky son of a gun in the Orion race because of pit strategy. In the Truck Series race, Tony Breidinger basically got the race in her lap because two trucks got together on pit road. So green flag pit stops, in theory, a good equalizer, but in practice, they could be a lot more treacherous than they come by. As right now, Kurt Busch now down pit road along with Brendan Gaughan. Oh, Jeff Gordon getting sideways going down pit road. Elliott Sadler now staying out. Now the question is, will Elliott Sadler pit? Because if the caution cut were to come out right now, then Elliott Sadler would be in the lead and Meep Anton would be in second and everything else would start to unwind. Whoa, we had a little bit of a contact there between Rusty Wallace and Matt Kenseth in the 60. I believe they're fine for the moment. But right now, as you can see right here, Elliott Sadler, yeah, he's going down pit road. Meep Anton down pit road. Kenseth slightly sideways going down pit road. Now Christopher Bell attempting to stay out for as long as he can. As right now, Christopher Bell, I think, is trying to play it on the long-term game. Let's see here. Oh, yep, there he is. There's Christopher Bell. There's the guy that might play the long-term game here at Rockingham. I could be wrong. If Christopher Bell actually, if something were to happen during these green flag pit stops, then Christopher Bell would take the lead. As you can see right now on the ticker right next to us, it is not looking promising for Bell. I mean, the only guy that he's having to fend off is now they're both down pit road. Now let's see where he comes down to the relation of the leaders, as right now, every single one of the leaders, they're starting to cross the start-finish line here real soon. As right now, Bell getting 4 tires and some fresh fuel. Yep, and that will actually bring over the lead to Kevin Harvick for the moment, because Kevin Harvick, I think, just got into his pit stall for the time being. But the real question is, who's going to take the lead when all is said and done? Well, the answer is clear, because Kevin Harvick, I believe, is rocketing out of his pit stall, and same with Christopher Bell. These two contenders, it's actually going to be the guy that actually managed to get on the pit road first. Kyle Steckley is now in the lead, followed by Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, and I believe that will be the top 3 when we come back around. I could be mistaken. Let's see it this time. And yes, I believe... Yep, Kyle Steckley, your new leader here at Rockingham. Whoa, what a shock. Kurt Busch into the wall there. That's not really... Oh, boy, Kerry Earnhardt almost made a really dumb mistake there. Thankfully, he backed off in time. As right now, how about Kyle Steckley? The guy, I believe he races late models in his spare time. Just wanted to run a one-off in the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series, despite the fact that I don't think he's ready for the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series. But I'm probably going to eat those words in like 3 seconds, because that guy, that whole team, honestly, round of applause to the number 42 team, honestly. They might be the silent contenders that maybe this race hadn't expected before. We'll see. As the laps continue to wind down here at Rockingham after the green flag pit stops have cycled, it's going to put Kyle Steckley with the lead. Jeff Gordon in second. Kurt Busch in third. Followed by Brendan Gaughan. Followed by Andres Perez for the GT Autosport team. Followed by Austin Green. Followed by the 28 of Chris Buescher, the 38 of Elliott Sadler, the 60 of Matt Kenseth, and the 12, yep, the Team Penske guys are all starting to get aligned over there. As right now, Brendan Gaughan now passing Kurt Busch for what will be the 3rd position. And then, as of right here, right now, Jeff Gordon has a few lap cars to navigate. He's got to navigate through Denny Hamlin. He's got to navigate through Michael McDowell. And if this race continues on, he might have to navigate through Ryan Newman as well, who is way far up there. So I don't know if Kyle Steckley's going to get there in time, but we'll see. As we check on the fastest laps here. Yep, Jeff Gordon definitely has one of the fastest cars in this race. As right now the laps continue to wind down here at Rockingham. It might be Kyle Steckley's race to lose. William Byron, I believe, has the fastest lap as of right now. But man, oh man, things can change quickly on a dime. Everyone is starting to put their race strategy plan into place. And as of right now, oh, yep, and there goes Jeff Gordon. Is Jeff Gordon losing the handle on his race car? I think he might. He just lost, I believe, his position to a lapped car, may I add. And now McDowell passes him. Another lap down car. I believe both were good on fuel anyway, so now Kyle Steckley is vulnerable. And you know, if there's vulnerable drivers out there, you know Jeff Gordon is going to bite against Kyle Steckley. But the real question is time. How much time does Jeff Gordon have to potentially pass and catch Kyle Steckley here? I mean, Jeff Gordon, he's a pretty solid contender. We all know that, but the last few weeks have been kind of inconsistent for the 24 team. This might put him back on the map right here if Kyle Steckley were to hang on. I mean, as of right now, it looks like Jeff Gordon doesn't really have the upper hand here, considering Kyle Steckley has to go through 2 lap cars again, and those lap cars were not kind to him the first time. I highly doubt they'll be kind to him the second time. Then you have Brendan Gaughan up here. Then you have the 97 of Kurt Busch. Then you got Austin Green. Austin Green going to the inside of Kurt Busch. That is for the 4th position. Takes that spot away for now. And I believe, yes, Kyle Steckley up the racetrack. Here comes Jeff Gordon to the inside. And Jeff Gordon down the back straightaway is going to take the lead here in the Rheem 400 at Rockingham. Good contender here today, Jeff Gordon.
Looks like he's out to lunch.
Yeah, for the first 3 races, he definitely looked like that. But here, it looks like he decided to put on his Superman pants because look at that guy fly. And as right now, Jeff Gordon still in the lead. Kyle Steckley, he's not done yet. Remember, he's rebounded before. He's going to try to get on the inside. Nope, that looks like the very, very inside lane. That's not what you want to go. That's not where you want to go here at Rockingham. As Jeff Gordon, I believe, is definitely trying to pull away, but that car might accidentally snap loose underneath him. We'll see here. As the laps continue to wind down here at Rockingham, Jeff Gordon still in the lead. Kyle Steckley still in second. Brendan Gaughan with a solid 3rd place run so far. Then we have Austin Green, Andres Perez. This is the first time a Honda has cracked the top 5 here in the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series. So good job to that team. But as of right now, it is still Jeffrey Gordon out in front of the field. And I believe he's pulling away from Kyle Steckley. So DJ, what are your thoughts on Jeff Gordon? Oh, we do apologize. I believe he went to the supermarket to pick up some eggs. I could be mistaken, though. Anywho, Jeff Gordon still in the lead. Kyle Steckley still in second. Still trailing the number 24. Then you've got Brendan Gaughan in the 66, the 82 of Austin Green. Then you've got the 84 of Andres Perez. Then Kurt Busch, Elliott Sadler, Matt Kenseth. How about an attaboy for Lionel Messi being up here in the top 10? And AJ Allmendinger, as sneaky as ever. Of course, he might come home with the top 10 run, considering that car, it may not look great and it may not drive the best, but he could be a solid contender by the time the chase comes around. I mean, he may be 33rd in points, but he does have one thing going for him, and that is a great run here at this racetrack. And if he takes that great one well, you never know what could happen as Kyle Steckley once again on the inside of Jeff Gordon here on the back straightaway. Is he going to fall in the line? Not really, but he's going to take the very low lane here, which is not really the best, as Jeff Gordon continues to hang on, as Kyle Steckley still is going to try to find a way around the 24. But Jeff Gordon, I think he might be running his best laps right now. Yes, he's got the 4th fastest car on the racetrack. And then, of course, as we take a look at the top 5 right here, we've got William Byron, Rusty Wallace, and then, of course, we've got Alex Bowman, surprising run there. And then you've got Christopher Bell in the top 5, and an attaboy once again to Jeff Gordon, still continuing to lead this race, still continuing to put Hendrick Motorsports on his back, considering Hendrick Motorsports, they haven't been, like, bad by any means, but you have Jimmy Johnson in 41st, you've got the leader himself in 37th, and you've got Chase Elliott in 23rd and Kyle Larson in 10th. You cannot get any more spread out than that. But maybe the Hendrick decided to put a change for once. They decided to put Kyle Larson's car underneath Jeff Gordon. They decided to put, like, I don't know, Chase Elliott's car in Jimmy Johnson's hands as Jeff Gordon slightly taps the wall there. Is that going to make him lose the lead? I don't think for now. And he's moving up the track a little bit. Here comes Kyle Steckley once again. Because right now we have a battle for the lead here. Steckley once again on the inside of Jeff Gordon. Oh, They both went really high or really low. JJ Yaley back there just got into the wall. That's going to open up an opportunity for Brendan Gaughan. While these two are battling right here, this could be the perfect opportunity for Brendan Gaughan to break through if he can catch them both in the closing lap. Same with Austin Green back there. Don't count him out. In fact, don't count out any of the top 5. Kurt Busch, he was leading earlier, and in clean air, his car looked very strong until the very end. But right now, this race is shaping up to be a classic. Jeff Gordon on the inside of Kyle Steckley for the lead. And now Brendan Gaughan is right there, fighting up there in the podium. As the laps continue to wind down here at Rockingham, Jeff Gordon pulling out a bit of an advantage. Brendan Gaughan now in second. JJ Yaley, he's passing Kyle Steckley just to protect his MBM teammate. And then you've got Austin Green back there. Oh, as I believe they're well up the racetrack, Austin Green with a huge run out of nowhere is going to take second. And that is actually going to put Jeff Gordon into a precarious spot right here because he's on the high side. And Austin Green, we have not talked about him. Well, we have talked about him possibly being a contender early on in this race. But right now he's showing his muscle. And Austin Green is going to take the lead here at Rockingham. Wow! What an unexpected development. Austin Green, who last week, I believe, in the Orion series, in the truck series even, he has not qualified well for races. So, for them to bring in a really good car this race speaks volumes to how good Pinnacle has been. Oh, as I believe, yep. Almost got into the lap car there of JJ Yaley as the caution is out. And I believe, where's the reason why the caution was out? We're going to figure out why the caution was out. Don't go away, folks. And caution is out here at Rockingham because...
For AJ Allmendinger.
Oh, let's see what happened back here. I think he tried to put Andres Perez in the wall and just spun himself out.
Wow, what
into
a
the wall
joke.
again. Owen gets in the beep, Benson.
Oh boy, we'll look out.
That is not, AJ, you good? Oh, and as we are under caution here, a few cars getting stacked up back here. Oh, Kyle Busch was not happy with the way Carl Edwards raced him. Just put him in the wall straight up. That might have been payback for Bristol in real life. If you know, you know. Anywho, these contenders going on the pit road here. Let's see who's going to come out with the lead. As you can see all the cars there on pit road, pitting in their respective boxes. This might change a few of the, this might change who possibly could win this race, as Mark Martin also done because of a piston issue. That honestly sucks for them. As Kevin Harvick, I believe, is going to win the race off pit road. As you can see right here, that pit stop might have changed the whole complexion of the race. Kevin Harvick, who wasn't even a factor, is now a key contender for this race win. How about that? Pit crew executed on pit road late in the race. That is honestly the most... I can't even put in the words how amazing that is. Imagine you win because of your pit crew.
This was a crucial pit stop.
DJ, we can hear you.
I know, I said this was a crucial pit stop.
Oh, yes, indeed, it was. It definitely was, especially if you were, I don't know, like maybe running about 10th to 15th for most of the race, and now you have an actual shot of taking up the win. Oh, and I believe the only guy that stayed out there was Kyle Steckley, which is honestly a little surprising considering I don't think Rockingham is kind to tires, are they, DJ? That's a no. That is 100% a no for sure. And as of right now, here is the top 10 after everything that just happened for now. So Kyle Steckley will be the leader. Kevin Harvick will be in second. Then you've got Austin Green, Andres Perez, Chris Buescher, Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Christopher Bell, Brendan Gaughan, and Elliott Sadler, the top 10. As we move on into the top 20, a few of these drivers have changed spots or positions right here. So as you can tell, as we look through the field from 11th to 20th, we have Matt Kenseth, Lionel Messi, William Byron, James Buescher, Meep Anton, Ryan Blaney, Dale Earnhardt, Pomney, Rusty Wallace, the defending champion, and a Guardian Angel and Greg Biff all the way back there. But now the real question comes. Who will this race? Because honestly, if you're putting your money on Kurt Busch or Jeff Gordon or even right now Kyle Steckley, I wouldn't put money on them just yet. I would wait until, like, maybe 5 to go. That's when I would probably place your bets. But as of right now, it is wide open. The doors are slid right wide open. Everyone could theoretically win this race, but in the end, there's only going to be one man and driver. Well, there will only be one driver going into victory lane, Rockingham, and we're going to figure out who that is here. As the pace car lines up down pit road, we are going to have 21 laps to go here at Rockingham, and we are back to the gas here at Rockingham. Honestly, pretty even start for what was the front row there. And as you could tell, the lap cars, they're holding up everyone on the inside lane. Kevin Harvick, for some reason, I believe, is holding up Austin Green a little bit. That's not good. But if you're on the low side, you need to, like, go now. You need to gain all the spots you want. You need to actually, like, try to pass the 42, considering that is the leader. The rest of these guys are lap cars. And I believe there's 2 cars right there that are taking advantage of the inside lane, that being Andres Perez and Chris Buescher. Buescher moves up to the high lane. I don't know what he's thinking there.
What is he doing?
Oh, that was very close to the wall. I think he might have actually got into the wall there. Oh, and McMurray now down pit road. That still puts Kyle Steckley out in front, but now they're like nearly 4 wide ahead of him. That is very interesting right now, as now Kyle Steckley now using the low side. Andres Perez to second, Jeff Gordon to third, and then you have Austin Green and Chris Buescher both in the top
Kurt
5.
Kurt Busch was the dominant car of the day, but unfortunately just lost it. That's why we always say, sometimes dominant cars, they don't have it at the end of the race. They sometimes don't even have it at the end of the race. So Kyle Steckley, with his late model experience, and the
caution is out again.
The caution is out. Oh, it's for Jamie McMurray and Dale
No.
Earnhardt.
Hang on. Oh, again?
Allmendinger.
Again.
Oh, God. Again into James Buescher.
No, let's see what happened back here.
Yeah, Chase
Elliott just got into the side of him, I think, and he just got spun out in the most unlucky circumstance.
Yeah, that is.
I don't think there was much damage there, so I think he might be fine. A few of these cars are going to get back on the lead lap. Harvick now down pit road. But once again, the outcome of this race is going to change. Kyle Steckley, again, is going to be the leader under caution. But it's going to shake up the field for sure. We've got Andres Perez now in second. We've got Jeff Gordon now in third. Now we've got Austin Green, Chris Buescher, Matt Kenseth, Lionel Messi is in this mix, as well as William Byron, the Daytona winner, then Kurt Busch, Christopher Bell, and of course the rest of the top 20 being a lot more creative picks, I would say. What are your thoughts on this pandemonium, DJ?
Honestly, I'm shocked to see Kyle Steckley leading laps. I mean, a late model driver, this kid honestly does have talent, especially at these short tracks. So I'm hoping today he could get it done. He's got to fend off Jimmy Johnson, though, which we haven't talked about Jimmy in a long time. So actually, matter of fact, we haven't even talked about Andres Perez, who's actually in second. And because of cars separating Andre from Kyle Steckley, I think Steckley could just use this to his advantage. But right now, if he could just fend off Andre for about 10 or something laps, I think he might get this win.
Remember, remember, Kyle Steckley stayed out under that one caution, right? So therefore, I don't think he's as easily prepared as he thinks he is, considering I don't think he wanted to see that caution. I don't think he wanted to see that yellow there. I don't think he ever wanted to actually be up there late in the race because, he could go down, he could be forced to go down pit road. He could, have a sort of blown tire or a blown engine. I've seen those happen before, so don't count out any of those. Because right now the laps are being ticked ever so closer to the end. You can tell these drivers are getting a little bit antsy. You can tell they're going to make a little bit more aggressive moves. You can tell that this is going to be an intense restart, especially with the fact that the 42, I believe, has, I don't think, ever won in World Car competition. It has won the pole before with Kenny Irwin, but it has never won in World Car competition. As you can see, the lap cars going down on the inside. Andres Perez, Jeff Gordon, now going on the back bumper of Kyle Steckley. And now this race, with its doors once again being wide opened, can the 42 use that staying out power to potentially win this race? I'm not so sure, but it theoretically could. Theoretically, it absolutely could, but it's going to be a challenge for sure. It's going to be a definite challenge to see if he can hold off everybody for not only to hold the spot, but potentially for the race win. Considering Kyle Steckley, this was supposed to be a one-off for him, and he's making the most of it right here, right now, here at the Rock. But as they come out of turn number 4, once again, the pace car going down pit road. We have the 42, 84, 24, 82, 28, 60, 37, 69, 97, and 20. All ready for this restart, and we're back to the gas here at Rockingham. Chris Buescher immediately looking to the outside, just got into the wall back there as well. Andres Perez, not really much of a fiery start there for that number 84 team. That's going to allow most of the lap cars to get by there, at least for the time being. Now Andres Perez looking on the inside. The lap cars having an incredible battle. Andres Perez looking for the lead as they're 4 wide behind them. Lap 94. Amazing battle for the lead here as Andres Perez, who is driving a new manufacturer that has never been run in World Car before. Not even in the first season we had this manufacturer. They just straight up showed up, and now they are leading in the closing laps here at Rockingham. Andres Perez on point. Now Buescher fighting with second against the 42. But right now it is all Andres Perez trying to use that low side to his advantage. Buescher slowly sneaking his way up through the field, as well as Austin Green. I think the 42 just got in the wall back there. Matt Kenseth could be in contention for this win. We'll see here as the laps continue to wind down here at Rockingham. And you just gotta think that not only did if a new manufacturer wins, this is going to be historic, but it's also going to be historic because this is just another entry. This is GT Autosport. This team just came out of nowhere, said they wanted to. There was like 2 guys that I know that wanted to participate in this, and then they hired Andres Perez to drive their race car. And look at them, leading in the closing laps of Rockingham. But they have to fend off a man from Prosper, Texas, a man who is described as milquetoast, and Jeff Gordon. Imagine having to hold off Jeff Gordon in the closing laps of
Jeff Gordon
team's
is
first
a true
ever
talent
win
right here. So we're gonna see what happens as Andre Perez, trying to just hold off for 8 more laps. 8 laps. That's all he needs.
And also has to remain it clean and green until the very end, because I have seen yellows happen before in the late stages of these races here. So we can see what will happen here as the laps once again continue to wind down as Jimmy Johnson. I don't know if he's trying to block for Andres Perez, but he sure seems like it. As right now, here comes Buescher trying to get on the inside of Jimmy, but Jimmy using that high side. But remember, Jimmy's a lap car, so he's going to have less speed as Buescher is now clear for second. Matt Kenseth now clear for third. And you just gotta think, what are these guys going to do if they see their car end up in victory lane? It's gonna be a huge celebration all the way around. You can tell that they're not gonna take this one lying down. They're gonna try to battle with this team, may I add, that is not only part-time, but they're only running in one division so far. So if they win, This could open up the floodgates. This could open up everything. The doors are being opened left, right, and center, and I probably need to close them right now, so let me just close them. All right, there we go. Now no one can get in the booth. We do apologize. So a couple of squirrels got in. Anywho, in the closing laps here, Andres Perez still hanging on. Buescher in second.
Buescher's catching, though. Buescher has fresher tires than Andre, so how's this going to work out? Andre getting really wide off of turn 4. Here we go. 5 laps to go here at Rockingham. Buescher closing the gap so largely. It has been so long.
Indeed, he definitely is.
Oh, he's on the back bumper. He's on the bumper of Andre Perez.
And remember, for those of you who are new to WorldCAR, Buescher, I don't think, has ever won a WorldCAR race. This would be his first. If he can get by the GT Autosport 84 in the closing laps, as we have 4 laps. Yeah, 4 laps left at Rockingham. And
Buescher looks like he has a fast car. And those lap cars of Dale Jr. and Corey Heim are battling really hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. That's just to at least try to survive, as Buescher's starting to lose a little bit of handle on the race car. That allows Matt Kenseth to close in for now.
That's just going to give some breathing room for Andre Perez. 3 laps to go for Andre.
And this could be a huge shock to the entire WorldCAR community if they could get this done. Down the back straight, going to come to 2 laps to go. And all Andres has to do is just hang on as he gets by a lap car and Corey Heim. And that might have been all she wrote there. 2 to go. You can feel the temperature rising in the room, the energy, the intensity, all ratcheting up now. As right now we are on 2 laps to go, a huge battle taking place for second. Kenseth's trying to get on the inside of Prosper, Texas. He does that. It leaves over the inside to Jeff Gordon, but all this battling right now, if Junior goes down parallel, that would have been really bad. But they come around.
Does Andre Perez hang on? Matt Kenseth closing the door, but Jeff Gordon battling with him. Andre Perez stepped into the car, had probably one of the worst cars early in the race, was not getting the handle of the car. But right now, his luck is about to turn around as he enters turns 3 and 4. Welcome to Victory Lane. First-time winner Andre Perez de Lara is a winner here at Rockingham.
And you could tell the radio on his car is like, oh, hang on, we can actually tune into the radio. Oh, wow. We do apologize for that. He was screeching over the radio. My ears!
Well, that's the emotion of getting your first win, especially in a hard series like WorldCAR Cup Series.
Yeah, the WorldCAR CINAR Cup Series is definitely one of the harder series to win in. And Andres Perez just shocked the entire WorldCAR community. Honestly, huge congratulations to him. First win for Honda, first win for GT Autosport. The firsts are going on and on and on and on. You can tell that those people who run that very team are going to be very pleased to find out what happened.
Oh, Corey Heim getting into it with Carl Edwards. I don't know what happened.
Carl Edwards apparently is just getting targeted by the entire field for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not Carl Edwards, but if I were Carl Edwards, I would not attend any driver functions anytime soon because, man, I don't know what you did, but you really pissed them off, Carl.
So right now, the top finishers, Andre Perez gets the win. Jeff Gordon comes in second. Chris Buescher comes home third. Austin Green with a solid 4th place finish. Same thing with Lionel Messi, who disappeared throughout the whole race after starting second, comes home in a top 5. Then the rest of the top 10, you have Matt Kenseth in 6th after losing it in the final laps. Greg Biffle comes home 7th. Brendan Gaughan coming home 8th. The 20, I believe that's is Christopher Bell for FZY, brings home a top 10 for FZY. And then running up the field, the 35 of Riley Herbst with the top 10.
And of course, as you could tell with the rest of the finishers here, these guys had great races all around, just not the finish. I mean, some of these, I don't even expect them to finish in the top 20.
How about Pomni coming home 16th?
Yeah.
That is very good.
And then, of course, if you look at the rest of the top 20, we have Kevin Harvick, William Byron, Paul Menard, Alex Bowman, Kyle Steckley, who was leading in the closing laps. Then, of course, we have Pomni, then Ryan Newman, then Kyle Busch, then Rusty Wallace, then James Buescher. And as we look through the rest of the field, we've got Meep Anton, the points leader, the 19 of Corey Heim, and then we got the lap down cars, Elliott Sadler, Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, the 40 of Jimmy Johnson, the 7 of Rainbow Dash, the 22 of Allmendinger, the 5 of Larson, the 88 of, I believe that is David Reagan. Then we have Carl Edwards, Dale Jr., Brad Keselowski, Jamie McMurray, JJ Yaley, Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, and Kerry Earnhardt, and of course the DNFs of Mark Martin and Tony Stewart. So DJ, your thoughts on this race?
What an amazing race. This was a great race. Rockingham is definitely a track that I would bring the series back to. It is multi-groove. It's intense. The grip level is low, so it forces drivers to make their setup to perfection. And just the overall vibe of on and off the track. And we had a surprise winner today, Andre Perez. Congratulations to the whole Mexican community. Thank you for sticking around with us here at the WORLDCAR Cup Series. So
you got to thank GT Autosport as well, because they had quite the eventful day here today, because they're going to come home with a win. Honda comes home with a win too, so that's going to be Honda got a win before Dodge. That's not going to look great in the lawsuit, but
now I am Spanish, so I will be saying this right now. Gracias por ver el serie de WORLDCAR aquí en Rockingham. Which translates to thank you for watching the WORLDCAR Cup Series here at Rockingham Speedway. Thank you for sticking around this race. This race was very intense. And we will see you guys next time for the WORLDCAR Arcus series or the Truck series.
I believe no. Let me handle that here real quick. The next race is the WORLDCAR Orion race at Homestead, which of course there's gonna be a big break in between then and then. So y'all are gonna be fine. In the meantime, though, thank you for watching the WORLDCAR CINAR Cup Series. That's been our commentator DJ.
Hello. And
this has been the commissioner and owner of WORLDCAR, Yugoslav Pony. Thanking y'all for coming out here for the WORLDCAR CINAR Cup Series Rheem 400 here at Rockingham. Again, congrats to Andres Perez and GT Autosport and Honda. We'll see y'all next time for Homestead. Take care, y'all.
Lo vemos.
This telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or re-uploaded in any form without giving explicit credit to C Media, the featured properties under its C Sports division, and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation.